Oh. So we're still using the new music. Okay, cool.
Now we're using
Wait,
the dungeon music that we left off with.
Oh, right, that's Thunder Peak Fray. Forgot about that.
Sure, we'll be fine. Not like there's anything super dangerous around here.
Points at
Yeah,
Raikou.
there isn't a boss battle coming up anytime soon, right?
Points at Raikou.
Thunder Puppy intensifies.
The dog.
Pupper.
Dogs are friend-shaped.
Thunder Pupper does not give.
Push the button, Glacy. Or are we waiting like 5 minutes and then doing announcements?
Oh yeah, I gotta enter those.
Mm-hmm.
Enter.
Give it a button, dot up.
Thank you for the step space, anyway.
Oh, that's Hypera. When Nui, he says.
Wink.
Oh, right, I need to reopen my sheet, because I blue screened. There we go.
So has everyone done their allocations?
Yep, I think I'm good with mine.
Mine less than half an hour ago. No, before we gathered.
Also, the others want to load up the music player.
Did we not have everybody?
No, straight and breast. Still haven't.
Oh.
The Nui.
Alright, so, if we've already...
Is straight there.
I've been here for a while.
Okay.
Yanapos.
Want to make sure. Cool. Okay, that's the only thing that's stopping me right now is a matter of not having Agua next to me.
Right. Oh, there's the rain.
Hopefully, people's roll 20 don't screw up with the rain effect.
Oh, hopefully.
It's a little bit choppy, not too much.
No, back in session 1, Artie's roll 20 kept screwing up the fog animation and whiting out the entire map.
Artemis,
For
which
me-
browser are you using?
Chrome, correct.
It doesn't really matter what browser it is, because it even happens on Brave. It happened for me, too. So, with all that ready, the players can now start approaching.
So, a
Oh,
friendly
you're
reminder.
approaching me now.
Sorry. Friendly reminder, guys. We want to split up a bit.
Yeah.
Al?
You know, like arms length apart.
Probably more than that.
You know, just a general amount of space between you. That's better.
Social distancing? Social distancing?
Yes.
So, as they're approaching, the Raikou appears to be in a sort of rage. Like something's setting him off. And-
Temper.
As they approach, they also start to feel that it is raining.
This
Raining?
localized area?
Mm-hmm. Raining above
time
the
of day?
peak.
At this specific time of day.
In this part of the
Aurora
Cassia.
Borealis.
May I see it?
No.
No.
Wonderful. Now we're just gonna be completely soaked.
Nothing a shower can't fix later.
This is a shower, whether you like it or not.
I prefer sweating.
He does not look happy to see us.
He's not looking happy.
Is there
at all.
anything... sorry. Out of character, is there anything obvious, like, sticking out of him? Any collars?
Nope. Nothing out of the ordinary.
He just has angry eyebrows doodle on him.
Yeah, he's always looking angry. He's just more so than usual.
Hey, Patrick, you want to try talking to him, or you think we
I
need to calm him down?
Yes. Padrock's gonna take a tentative step forwards, and out of character was Raikou, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure I had the pronunciation right. Raikou!
The Raikou quickly jerks and turns towards Padrock, giving a fierce glare at him.
Please! Stop this storm! Do you have any idea how many Pokemon you're hurting?
Roll perception.
Right.
Ooh.
Oof. Guess the rain's interfering with his vision.
Well, you can see at least that he is not really listening and appears to be going berserk. But why, you can't tell.
You know, he turns to Levi. I don't know if he's on something or not, but you can see that he's not responding to actual words, right?
Yep. I'm gonna roll perception for Levi in regards to see if he can tell whether or not it's something else. So, for example, maybe someone tried to slip him the drug.
Mhm.
After all, he's quite belligerent, so the signs are there. But
That's a pretty good roll on his part.
like,
He doesn't seem to be showing signs of being on the drug at all. He just
No.
seems furious and not in his right mind, but not on the drug.
Well, I got good news and bad news. Which one do you want to hear first?
Let's hear the bad news.
Well, that's the obvious part. He's pissed as hell, and I don't know why.
Don't keep us waiting.
I mean, I was waiting for you to say what the good news is. He's not on the drug.
Oh, thank goodness. That was my worry.
Well, what's the great news then?
Well, it depends on how you look at it. If we're going to get this storm to stop, we're going to have to stop him. Well, it.
Are you mad?
You want to see more people die?
No, I guess you're right, but
This was supposed to be a recon mission, but we don't really have much of a choice.
Yeah, we leave now. I don't think they're going to be able to survive when the rescue party gets here.
If we leave now, he's looking at us.
I don't think he's gonna let us leave.
no, we don't have the option of leaving at this point.
No, we don't.
Out of character, we locked eyes with another trainer. The rules say we have to battle.
Never make eye contact with a primate.
I have a pre-combat thing.
You have one move.
Yep.
Is that everyone or just Patrick at this
Everyone.
case?
I'm going to start with this on Raikou. Excuse me. All right, let's see what the nastiest thing they're packing is.
Oh boy, let's see.
Or nastiest
Survey.
things.
Survey
there's time.
says
Ooh.
To the surprise of absolutely nobody.
yeah.
Accuracy check, though.
You're forgetting the one key factor about thunder.
Rainy
Smite.
weather. Oh.
Smile.
And
it
you
doesn't miss.
and you
Oh.
may or may not be able to stop the rain using your own moves. Because
Wait,
Cough.
this
Patrick, cough.
wait, that was a
This-
free. That was a. The
this
4-1
is-
was a free action, right?
yeah, but think of what Raikou is.
Electric.
He's a legendary Pokemon. No telling if your moves are gonna work to overpower his rain.
I mean, not like we're doing anything else today, and I don't have any other moves I could use before.
Well, if we get a free move, I can at least attempt it.
Make an attempt.
So, yeah, obvious weather is obvious. He's gonna use a thing that he doesn't get to use too often.
And when you make said attempt, the rain appears to be raging too much to stop.
So no sunny day. Got it.
Levi, I do not believe I can do anything about this.
Good to know.
Players can gather up to the point where Alvi, Levi, and Patrick are, if they would like.
Also, is it me or the music is?
The music stopped for now.
Okay.
Right. And with that,
That's not ferocious or anything.
it is now the Raikou's turn.
I got 41 freaking initiative. He's coming right at us.
Oh, well, that's fun. So the Raikou seems to cover itself in an electric charge before dashing between the team behind Levi.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Wild charge. Oh. That has recoil.
It has recoil and also has... It's not that bad, I don't think. 47 is a lot.
Not very effective.
As my damage or Raikou's damage?
I was clicked on Raikou when I did that.
Recoil is applied after
the damage calculation.
Right, but is it after? Is it? Yeah, after damage calculation. So it's applied to this 18.
Yep.
Okay.
Raikou takes 4 damage.
Okay.
And now it is Casper's turn.
It's like, oh, he's fast.
Very.
Also, straight, you might want to look at what posted in Players Only. Because it's
I saw that and read it over.
Okay.
I'm attacking, so give me 1 sec.
Oh, got it.
Okay. Casper's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4.
As a note, we still have reflex and light screen, so if you feel like you're about to take a really nasty hit, let me know. I will deduct a thing in case that happens.
This is true. I'm just gonna sit in my agile points for now.
Pressure defense damage, 31.
He's got 20 defense in that regard. Okay.
And now it is Levi's turn.
Let me open my sheet back up. So, seeing how close he is, and the concern of the matter is he doesn't want to stay that close. Actually, yeah, he doesn't really want to stay that close. He's going to pop a different ability. One to safely say, I'm gonna take a page out of Apollo's book. Simply back up and
Oh.
And it's Apollo's turn.
Huh?
Apollo's turn.
oh wait, what is the icon for double team?
It's the little
Um,
heart.
I use the heart because Apollo is Artemis's son.
Just whatever, so you can remember it, honestly.
Mhm. That's Apollo's turn.
Out of character, Levi, why didn't you move back into position?
I wasn't done moving.
So,
So
I
we're
never-
all
going
right,
to
then go ahead and make your move.
I never ended my turn.
You gotta be careful with that quick shot.
And wait, where the hell is it? Oh, there it is.
Now it's Apollo's
Okay.
turn.
Let's see. I'm gonna have Apollo go. Let's see. Have him move right on top of Levi over here. And then he's going to benefit from a flanking maneuver.
I think you have to be one to the left to be
Nope, this
flanking.
works. I think.
Okay.
It does.
On a size large?
I'll check.
On size large. And the bigger you are, the easier it is to flank.
I thought you needed minimum 3 to flank size large.
Don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah,
Double check that.
No,
Weird.
I'm looking at the diagram.
That's weird.
You'd think that was the case, but I guess not.
All right, so
Uh,
That's not a natural, though. Actually, it is.
no, it wasn't
actually, yes,
natural.
it is.
It was a natural.
Well, that's the actual 20.
Yeah, it's an actual 20.
All right, so he's gonna pass in here, and now he's fuck! I didn't spend my agile points. Damn it!
Let's spend them now.
I mean,
Well, I had to declare that in advance. I mean, is that that's only for declaring like actual agile moves, not spending the agile points, correct?
You can
Lacey?
spend the agile points and not have to declare it first, although you need to remove the agile points after you do them.
Yeah.
Yeah, just move them now and keep going. And do something else.
and then another. That is an.
Nope.
No,
That is an
never
11.
mind.
So 43 and 57. Actually, no. 63 and 57.
Damage has already been calculated.
And now it is Padrock's turn.
Which diagram were you...
What's that?
I was just wondering which diagram you were looking at.
The one on the DT handbook.
There's the agile style.
So, Arp. Bam.
Beemu.
And this should be flanking. So, no crit, no confusion.
That's fine, right? And
Both
that's
agile and strong ended up with less damage than
the default.
Yep.
Uh,
Di- dice rolls, how do they work?
Side note, that is 2 agile points to you.
Yep.
And
Now
finish
that's
Yep. Olivia's going to follow suit, but first, I remembered to do this thing for right away. Raikou now has -2 accuracy on everything.
Yep.
And that's a swift action, so let me go ahead and declare this. Bloom. We are going with... That's still a flank, right? Or no?
Nope.
From this angle?
Nope.
No, not from this
Not
angle.
from that angle, no.
Alright.
You
well,
have
there's
to
like
be over
yeah.
over here or over here.
Yeah, I was standing...
Well,
right here,
he's
wouldn't I?
flanking with wouldn't he be flanking with Levi and
No.
Castor because
No,
not.
Levi and
No.
Castor both.
Let him
No,
finish
I was-
talking.
I'd have to be right here. So, or right here. That would be classed as like,
Yeah, it'd be next time.
oh, that would be next turn, right? Because I already declared it. But hey, we're gonna actually move right there. Then we're gonna stay right there. So while it didn't do much, there's a plan involved here.
Pump up your agile points.
Yep, I'm doing that right now. Okay, good. All good.
Also, before you make your next move, Glacy, your
I know
last
about your
move.
picture. I got it.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. So, the
What is
Raikou
it?
turns to Padrock.
Oh no!
Can I intercept that before you actually do it?
You can
Well,
attempt.
let him do it and then decide if you're going to intercept.
Oh, well,
Wait.
yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Oh yeah, -2. Well,
And don't forget, I have stuff too.
I know. And after that,
Branch.
After that,
Oh,
Wait.
he teleported!
oh,
He teleported!
I think he just jumped over our heads.
Boing.
look at, that is a long distance to jump. Damn.
That's why they're
Ugh.
legends.
go faster.
Okay. Oh, I wasn't sure if that was actually the end of their turn or not. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So it was a good thing I moved to where I was.
Tracy.
$31. And Levi.
Oh wait, take that back. At the range forward. I have nothing I can hit from this range.
Huh.
I thought it was
Yeah, he
longer
was
range.
just out of range.
I thought it was longer range for some reason.
Back to him.
Wait, actually, space time rewind. Let me just use this instead. Oh,
Well,
well, just give it back. Whatever.
So Levi.
There was an
No.
attempt. There was an
Game says
attempt.
no.
Okay. So checking something first. Yeah, that's too far. So while he can't get to Raikou from here, he does have an advantage. Just a big 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still safe distance away. And yeet the rock.
I cast rock. It does 21. That's minimum damage. Wow.
Look, it was a good throw, okay?
And a ball.
I'm gonna move Paulo here, and I'm gonna have him. If I can still scroll up and get to the top while I'm still young on my sheet.
And better.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 7, 8. And that's definitely within flamethrower reach. Just gonna do a normal flamethrower for this.
Be like, you're fired.
Nope.
Damn.
Elevate.
Considering the distance between him and that, he's not going to use his agile points just yet, but he will use his last remaining need of iron defense.
Raikou then turns its attention for Caster.
Oh no. If this hurts...
I'm
remember-
going to do something. Like, Levi sees the thunder coming and just immediately lifts his hand, basically to do his damnedest to like attempt to take it, to attempt to steal the electricity.
Oh.
And Levi is
Good.
hit with thunder.
Yoink.
And with that, the Raikou turns his attention to Levi and seems furious.
Like, Levi is currently like stuck there, like
Holy
trying
shit,
to
that
control.
worked.
Huh?
Holy shit, that worked.
Yeah, he's just like he's standing there, not only surprised, but also like this electricity just feels completely unnatural. He's just kind of just shaking there a bit before like trying to shake it off.
And
Okay.
as the Raikou is actually continuing to charge Levi with his thunder, he dashes forwards and, glaring at Levi, takes a dash at him.
Shit. Crap.
Before doing a violent push.
Violent push.
Uh-oh.
Did I roll combat?
I'm sorry, you are too far away for me to help you.
Should I do it in exchange or?
Yep.
Okay.
It's contested, yeah. 1 6 1 2 6. How?
Uh-oh.
Levi does not evade the push maneuver, and while still drenched in electricity, gets thrown into the wall back here before falling into the water.
Not again.
And when he does, the water seems to explode in a thick mist. After that, Levi has fallen into the water, completely covered in the mist, and out of view. What is he doing?
He is. Well, thankfully, the water, unlike casters, it isn't aerated, but he is still somewhat stunned from the unnatural electricity that Raikou has. However, despite all of that, he does start recovering, start making his way back to the shore, and start moving to get out. And all that's really seen in the mist are several glowing green marks. Not exactly familiar, though.
And in the mist, it starts to clear up, and what they can see is something different.
Sorry, but I need to restart my.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, for fuck's sake. Did you really have to do all of that? Hold up.
Tell me when you're ready, 8,000.
Yeah, as you see, for some reason it started typing 6s when I pressed the R key.
Huh.
The heck?
That's a new.
Impressive.
Your keyboard is possessed by Satan.
Alright. So, when Levi comes out of the mist, what are you gonna do?
He just still glowing, a bit overcharged from all the electricity. He just takes a few steps forward, trying to shake off what happened to him before just looking at the rest of the party. Is he seriously? Again, it happened before, and now it's happening to me. I didn't drown this time, though. Oh, this feels good.
He's going on a power trip, isn't he?
No, I'm still here. I'm still fine. But I can see someone who isn't about to be. So, you want to play rough? Fine. Let's get rough.
I will bring this up. Check both of your speed to make sure.
UFO, that's a name I haven't heard in ages.
And what is Levi's? Okay, so that is. And it is now Casper's turn.
he's just going to process what he just witnessed later. That there's a legendary Thunder Puppy that needs to be dealt with right now.
Ooh, flinch.
Assuming it didn't change because it's rating. Question mark.
True.
Super power doesn't change the weather, just the area.
So, yeah. Free flinch.
And now it is Levi's turn. What are you gonna do?
So, first thing he's going to do is simply just move up that much closer, but instead of moving all the way there, it's just a 1, 2, and jump. He's going to land... He's going to do this almost naturally. Move into a position of flanking, land on one of his hands instead before proceeding to do a spin. A very concerningly strong spin. And as soon as I can find the proper sheet, I will actually use the move.
I'm just gonna put you
Rapid
under one
spin.
into archive.
Can I just say Hitmontop? Oh, that's a crit.
Yep.
As you just see the tail start glowing as he just goes into a full-on spin with his tail in. Effectively slash at Raikou with it.
Oh, no, that's critical.
It is critical.
My bad. Yep.
Is that something reflavored or is that custom?
That is...
Breaking
That's
Swipe's actually-
a Gen 8 move.
Yeah, Breaking Swipe is a
Huh.
dragon type move.
Which was just that. It's just that forgettable, I guess.
I know what is, to be honest.
pretty much was.
Yeah, Breaking Swipe lowers the attack of all targets by 1 stage, can deal damage to all opponents. Ooh.
Oh yeah, I could drop the attack too. No, Apollo.
Apollo gives a nod to Levi before making a side hop, taking another hop that basically like back rolls himself right over top of Caster, sticking the landing over here, and then speed.
Right, you used Sound Claws last turn. Right. Oh, that's what it is.
He had Reflect. That is an accurate icon.
48.
For that.
And now it is Paddock.
As soon as he comes back.
I'm sorry, but I'm still like needing to trouble what's going on with my keyboard.
No worries. We can wait.
That is an accurate icon for that. I will swap that to it. There we go.
I was really concerned just with the body shape. I'm like, if Levi's part Mew now, we could have just gone ahead and made him pancake Raichu instead. Like, come on. If you could have just been a psychic type that way.
Dragon
I'm gonna go Psychic type. We'll just made him a Alolan.
Dragon type's cool.
Pretty much. Have you tried disconnecting and reconnecting your keyboard?
Yeah, that's what I was suggesting.
78. Like, wait, repeat that again, Casper?
What? Huh?
Bring chat.
Hold on. Let me pull up the Twitch chat.
Like, Oi, I think? Oi678 was asking if you can repeat something. Probably the thing about the Mew.
Oh, yeah. Just with the body shape of that image, or of Levi in that picture, I'm just like, if you wanted to be part Mew and just get a psychic type that way, you could have just been an Alolan Raichu. You could have just been Pancake Raichu. we didn't need to go through all these hoops.
Not as fun.
Look at him. You took a perfectly good regional variety and gave him anxiety.
How you doing, 8,000?
I am in full panic mode right now.
Take a deep breath.
Oh, this is DFO music. I just realized that.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Old game that nobody really plays anymore, but it's still got some good music.
I mean, the only reason nobody plays it anymore is because they shut it down.
I mean, someone else brought it back up.
Yeah, but everybody had their time invested on the old one. Oh, my headache's finally gone.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Thank you, Magzalt.
How's it going, 8,000?
I'm finding no solutions for what's going on here.
I'm guessing replugging the keyboard didn't work either?
No, it did nothing. Like, it adds
Sure.
random keys will add random text. Like if I type an R, it adds a 6 to it. If I type a Q, it adds a G in front.
Is there something being held down?
Did water get into your keyboard?
No, like it just randomly started happening. Like,
Weird.
I mean, do we need to call a halt to the session, or...
Well, he could technically use his move because it just requires his mouse. But
All right, well, let's try and avoid holding the session up any further.
yeah.
We can't. I'd like to make sure we can actually get some sort of solution in place. Do we have another key? Do you have another keyboard in the house anywhere?
no,
Right,
I
you can
don't.
temporarily borrow. Okay. Is it possible for you to make it back to Roll20 despite the keyboard acting up?
Oh, this is a pain to type.
Oh, right, the password.
Oh no, it's not like it automatically logs in, but fuck.
You can bring up an on-screen keyboard.
Sorry, I missed the evolution scene entirely because of this.
Oh yeah, an on-screen keyboard is a thing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That may help for the interim.
Yeah, for now.
8,000 using the on-screen keyboard.
I thought that was a thing.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, the only two things I can think of are one, like crumbs or something got stuck under the keyboard and now it's pressing down stuff, or two, water got in the keyboard and now it's just shorting.
That would make the R key type a 6 or the L type a square bracket.
Consistently.
I'm just throwing out what I know.
No, that's fair. This is a new problem to me too.
Okay.
Seems to be
Yeah.
picking things that are two keys apart at the top here. Okay, that's interesting.
Flanking. That's what I'm trying to remember.
Bing.
Try again.
Do it again. Do it again. There you go.
It's agile, so
All right.
And elevate.
Okay, now I can make use of the agile style proper. Well, not the agile style, the agile points. Gonna do regular. I said we're gonna do regular. Oh my
Nope.
god. Okay.
The roll 20 is just like, I said no.
I'm gonna go to my agile points, and that is in a move I can only use once per turn, once per every other turn. So I have to resort to a different move. Let us. See what
Aren't
we
you flanking though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
failed
flanked and
twice.
failed twice.
Ah,
I'm
okay.
gonna say hold on. We're doing
Crit.
no, not the crit. I'm looking for the. Yep, there we go. Special defense down.
Nice.
Doesn't matter that it's not very effective. I got that special defense down.
And he is flinched. That's
Sorry, I went to grab a few, or a link or two to see if to try and fix the what's it issue. Everything keeps being fucking electric, so I can't freaking run.
Oh, you know what I just realized? I'm a dummy. That defog I used would have broken all blessings.
Oops.
Rip.
That would have included Raikou's in this instance.
But more importantly, ours.
One part me.
Does double team count as a blessing?
no.
Okay.
No.
That doesn't have the blessing keyword.
As the illusion keyword?
Considering we've already... I mean, Raikou's already used a reflect, I guess blessing, the shattering thing wouldn't matter.
Try again.
We need ours.
Let me check for crit. Better. Not what I wanted to do, but better.
Oh wait, I'm in range of that. Ah!
I can angle it so it's like
Oh, if you angled it, that would mean...
if I angle it like this way, I think.
Yeah, if you angled it like that way.
And maybe.
Splash on.
So Levi's just going to use a. He's still kind of just vibrating from the excess electricity at this point, and still like all the grin on his body is just casually glowing. So he's just feeling good. He's feeling fine. I'm just gonna pop this into this. All right, I'll take that one.
Points.
And close. No, minimize that.
And a pop.
Alright, let me see if I can't figure out which move I used last. So use it again. I used Night Slash last, so. Taking his flank from Levi. Actually, I used Agile Style last turn, so. For using Agile EOT moves, is that 1 or 2 points that you get?
2. Check the handout.
I'm looking at it now. You get 1 agile point.
How many ticks of initiative?
1.
Okay. Glacy, can you add the 1 tick that I got from last turn?
We actually got a macro for that now.
Yep.
I did not get it.
It was in.
It's
that was
in.
the last session.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was last session. That was
We'll have to work on it. Work it in later.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Let's keep going.
I'm declaring Agile Style. Because Follow is going to boop Raikou again.
I just realized something.
48.
I just realized something. I've not been adding my ticks of health every end of turn. By now, I would have been max HP. Oops.
And Anna. Ryan.
Sorry, no, so I didn't realize I was still muted.
There you go. Then roll both times.
Yeah, but he's definitely feeling it with that negative special defense down.
Elodie.
Speaking of special defense down, I can't do a whole lot of damage to this guy no matter what I do, so we're just gonna keep on going. Until hopefully we can get another one down. Ah, so close. On a side note, I'm gonna be moving over here.
Four.
There we go. Didn't want to. Said it didn't work. Had to try again.
Just gonna try to restart my computer once more.
Alright, big boy, your turn.
Special defense drop.
No, I was one off.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So the Raikou turns towards Elodie.
Show me what you got.
Charging at him. Not that. Did he do that already? He might have.
What? The
Crunch.
wild charge? Oh, wild. Yeah, he used crunch once before. But I'm not sure.
He
Wait,
jumps
is that-
over here and then hits Elodie and doesn't hit Elodie.
I fired,
Gracie
and
drop.
then I missed.
That's her.
That omen hurt. That omen
My turn.
sucks, doesn't it?
Let's see.
Hmm?
I think due to the initiative
Oh,
buff
yeah.
on my end, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Hey. So Levi's just kind of bouncing around, staying in that fighting stance before just zipping over. And then a small taunt, just like try to keep up. It just goes in.
You're being loud.
Do it again.
This is
Do it again.
going to be with Agile though.
Oh,
So I'm gonna spend my Agile points on this one. And
Go on.
I'm going to follow it up with. You know what? Nothing wrong with more damage.
Papa Chang.
And also, you did factor in the 8, yes?
Hmm? Oh yeah.
Twisted power. Oh yeah, twisted power.
Yep,
Found a
I
way to
started.
actually add it in.
Yep, found a way to add it in.
Put in.
So that would be 33 plus 8.
I did the calculation.
You did 33 minus 18 though on the roll.
No, the rolls they changed the health.
It's just gonna be a more damage.
Ah, okay.
And then he's gonna go in and do it again. He's just going into a full-on physical combination.
Jojo.
Yeah,
What?
the physical combination didn't seem to work out too well.
They
didn't get that
missed
one.
the second time around. That's alright though. He got the first few hits in, that's fine.
Levi's gone full
Dexterity,
JoJo.
like.
Levi's gone full Kiryu.
I mean, going with your left arm to punch forgets that you don't have ambidexterity. Oops.
No, there's not enough environmental hazards for you to be Kiryu right now. I'm sorry.
This is fair.
Wait, if he's Kiryu, does that make you Goro Majima?
Kiri-chan!
No. No.
Give him a
All I
knife
can-
patch. Just give him a knife patch. A small knife.
Louis
I
said,
need this.
like, I was gonna make that joke, damn it.
I need this drawn now. I
They're
need this drawn
faster.
now.
Hold on. I'm getting the appropriate gift for this. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Just comes out of the manhole cover.
Why you have to ruin it for me?
I'm sorry.
I mean, there's plenty more ways, but we're gonna be
This,
quite
this is true, but it's the iconic one.
This is true, but at the same time, giant cone. Either way,
No, you're not dressing me up as Goromi.
God no, I wouldn't even do. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Okay,
That's
now
it.
that I can focus and breathe for a second. 3, 4.
And then he spit.
I mean, okay.
Oh,
12.
The crit failed right after. Wow.
So which one were you trying to do?
I was trying to do acid.
But
Syntax error. What the hell? Okay, so let me just try acid again, because that was the one I meant to click. Oh, I know what happened.
I mean, you did get a crit though.
No, because I'd click on secret power initially, then I clicked over on acid, and it like didn't refresh the.
I see.
section.
I'll give you the crit roll.
Yeah, technically, that was your first roll.
Hello, I am here for debuffs.
Oh yeah, that's another -1 on special defense.
You gonna use your agile points?
Oh yeah, you did
I should use those, shouldn't I?
that. You probably forgot you had them, didn't you?
Look, my hoarder brain is going off. I'm just like, what if I need it later?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What if I need it later?
This is later, damn it.
It's like, why? You can just build it back up again.
But I want I want to hold on to the elixirs until the final boss.
Is that why you are hoarding all the gummies?
It is the final boss. But what about the secret boss?
What's secret boss?
Look, if you don't use them on your Zoro, he'll steal them, okay?
I mean, is that why you have all those gummies?
Perhaps.
Well then.
Well then.
A similar case to what happened to Levi. Wow.
See, this is why I don't use agile points. They're fucking cursed. They're clearly fucking cursed.
No, Apollo.
Said the guy with 7 stacks of something unknown.
I don't know what you're talking about, smiley face.
Although Neumes is way over here, I am spending all 3 agile points to execute the Apollo special.
Uh-oh.
Rolling with advantage via flank maneuver with Alavi. Apollo passes over this way. Flanking off with Caster.
That's a crit. Oh no, that wouldn't be a crit. That's 12. And...
Both
No,
of
it's a
those are actually
Normal.
No, neither one of those are crits.
Oh well. I keep thinking that accuracy bonus is the actual roll.
Would my initiative go down now that I
No.
blew the up?
No.
Well, not unless you
It's
use a
a-
strong style move.
It doesn't go down after you use your agile move.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it only applies to strong style. Uh-oh. Something happened. He bad. He angry.
He roared, and then he fell.
So, wait, what's going on at the moment? Because my browser's now refusing to open. I can't even open Roll20.
Uh-oh.
What happened is you just got knocked the fuck out, man.
Can I please have a serious? Of what
Long
just
story
happened?
short, Raikou roared, used the feature called Ferocious Rage, which the Pokemon continues to fight until their hit points reach -100. Which, in this case, the Pokemon effectively roared in wrath before falling over unconscious. In other words, we are victorious.
So that extra HP that he had was actually just the... Yeah, so he was
Extra
just
100.
running out.
So wait, did he actually go down, or did we knock him to 0 and there's an additional 100 that we need to get through?
No,
We
you just
knocked
went
him.
through the 100.
Okay.
Yep. just now.
So Raikou goes down and is continuing to spark up. And exhausted anger before everyone can roll perception.
Oh boy. Nah. Not a very good roll, but hey. Ooh, Levi! Look at you almost critting on all three.
Everyone can see something large flying in from the sky.
Oh, no.
Fuck, not again.
It's on the side! Apollo yells, immediately, like, dodging out.
This again.
And what they see shoots down towards the Raikou and then pins him to the ground. Raikou, you need to stop this now.
Okay, less earthquakey than I was expecting, but I'm fine with this.
Oh, thank goodness it wasn't that one.
I'll admit, you gave us a bit of a heart attack.
The Raikou growls, just struggling in place before eventually just going limp where he is.
Well, good job. You can hold him down, right?
Don't need to now. Raikou? Sterner, are you okay? The Raikou grunts and growls, shaking his head. He appears to be in pain now.
Hey, before you continue.
Hmm?
8,000.
Nope, still.
Can you access an on-screen keyboard?
Yes.
Okay.
You
Can
might
you
just have to
see?
use that for now.
Can you see the session?
Yes, I can see the session.
Okay, cool. Before we actually go into the next section, can we take a break? Because I want to make sure that 8,000 is taken care of before we continue any further.
Yeah, I can give a
This
thumbs up for
isn't
that.
getting solved tonight.
Oh, that's fine. I understand the keyboard part, but I want to make sure we can still progress, you know? And I want to make sure you're a
Guess
part of
so.
it when we do progress.
Like, I'm gonna need a recap on the story moments from that fight.
Sure.
All the more reason to take this little break.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
I suppose we can possibly take like 5 minutes.
Please
Yeah. Take the time to
reassess,
Patrick alone.
reevaluate, and help a friend. That's it. Did the thing I did in DMs help? $8,000.
All right, so what? Right now. Hello?
Hello.
Where are you?
Read you 5x5. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Like, what? Like, I'm just What's with the silence?
Oh no, I was making sure. Like, did doing what I did to help you out in DMs help at all? Because I remember you said that you couldn't.
What DMs?
I remember you said you couldn't get into the session, so I sent you a link to see if maybe that helped. So you don't have to type anything; you just click it.
Like the browser wouldn't load. Like that's what it wasn't typing. It was like the browser kept not loading, like crashing on loading.
Oh, fun. What about now? Are you in the session?
Yeah, it's working now. That's why I'm in the session.
Awesome. Okay. It ain't great, but we can make the best of it. That's where we are. Otherwise, as for the recap, the only story moments was actually, you sound like you walked away. Are you still good, or?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Excuse me. As for the recap, what effectively happened was Raikou used Thunder intent to hit Caster, and given the weather, that was going to be a hard hit and a guaranteed hit. I had Levi pop Lightning Rod to catch the electricity, but given the nature of the electricity that we noticed in the Ant Plains, it wasn't the smartest decision on his part to try and take that because it effectively paralyzed him.
He tried to catch the Speed Force, is what I'm hearing.
Correct. This was a bad idea. So he got stuck there for a bit, trying to shake it off. And in the time that he got stuck there, how do you say his name again?
Raikou.
Raikou. Thank you.
Raikou.
I keep saying Raikou. I'm used to saying Raikou. I apologize.
That is fine.
But in the time that he got a chance, he was paralyzed. Raikou moved and went to tackle him and proceeded to knock him into the wall, followed by the water below.
While still blasting him with lightning.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Levi was mostly fine, save for being paralyzed in the water for at least a little bit. But as we heard from the Luxray and Manetric tribes, this water has properties befitting for the leaders of those tribes to alter their typing without getting rid of their primary typing.
+1 typing.
+1 typing, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Levi fell into the water and came out an electric dragon type.
Which I'll actually bring up for Padrock again since he didn't see it.
Yep.
Snap a finger.
This sounds like Zekrom with extra steps.
Zekrom with extra steps.
Fun fact. Zekrom is the only Pokemon that exists that is a electric dragon. There are no other electric dragons in existence right now.
Yeah.
That's a big tail.
I mean, he uses it for breaking and swiping. Usually in that order.
You see that? When he jumped out of, when he got out of the water, I decided to show off the new move, which is I'll show it as if Padrock used Forewarn on Levi, because I don't mind. I think it looks cool.
Basically, he'd go hit him on top and do a spin.
In this case, I forgot to change that. Note to self, Florida value. What he did was jump up, land on his hands instead of his feet, and proceed to start spinning with the tail and smack the crap out of Raikou. Breaking swipe is cool and painful,
Yeah.
but cool.
Like, it's not a move that is often used in the games, but that guaranteed attack being lowered by one combat stage is painful.
So I'm just gonna check something real quick. We'll continue in just a minute.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, I need to figure out how to floor the value.
Oh, I'll do it.
Please do.
For value.
So what you're saying is that when Levi uses that move, it's this, but with a giant scythe tail.
Yes.
Basically that. Yeah. Become Hitmontop.
Spam!
Yeah, that's some cool art. I look forward to getting to look at the full version of that when you post it.
There you go, Bryce. All right.
I got a better GIF, but proceed.
So are we ready to continue? Oh, so that that's strong.
Also, I'm not sure if Lacey sent you the same thing, but I also kind of whispered at the same time.
I can't see any whispers.
What's going on, Ellaby?
Oh, I was whispering Levi.
Oh, Levi.
Are we ready to continue?
I'll try that later on. But yes.
Yep.
I'm here. I'm good. Artie's good. Alavi's good. Straight. I'm sure
I'm
you're
always good. Because I am a real dude. I'm good boy.
nice. And Padrock's good. So let the show continue.
Lycentia steps back, looking down at the Raikou, who he calls Sturmir, and it's like, what the hell happened? Oh no. It just felt like something was stealing my power. And then it just went nuts.
Feeling your. Oh wait, that makes sense.
It does?
In what way?
When I used lightning rod or like tried to take his electricity and I absorbed it, he got really upset.
Not you.
He was kind of pissed off before we got here, to be fair.
Yeah, fair.
Something was just draining my power. I couldn't control it, and it just went completely nuts.
Wait,
What could possibly do such a thing?
when did this start?
Just earlier today.
So not while you were asleep.
No. Why?
Just the way you describe that reminded me of something.
Is it still happening? No. Whatever is, it's gone. Ugh, damn it.
So by blunt force trauma to the head, it stopped. Is that what I'm hearing?
Boy, if that were the case. And the rain seems to have stopped us as well.
Hmm.
What a fucking mess.
Yeah, Oh, sorry, go ahead.
All those Pokemon down there. I need to go. I need to leave.
But It wasn't your fault, was it?
Doesn't matter if it was my fault or not. Still need to clean this up.
Someone definitely needs to.
Vicente just sighs and shakes his head. Skirmir, whatever you do, don't do something rash. And come back and let me know what goes on when you're finished. Okay? Fine. Then he kind of just jumps off the cliff to the lair areas.
Out of character. Don't do anything stupid. Fine. Throw self off cliff.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, he can't jump.
There's still some lightning here. It's not nearly as bad, but you should try and be careful getting back to your ship.
Oh, I'm sure it'll take some time for that weather to disperse.
No, it's gonna have to regulate back to its normality. It's always lightning over here.
I can
Well,
take you back to your ship if you want to.
I guess we're having a repeat session of riding the Lugia.
Unless
I
it's
go
fair.
back.
With, fewer bruised ribs than last time.
Indeed.
Somewhat. I mean, you did just fight a...
Then again, getting slammed back first into a wall isn't exactly healthy for the ribs.
I'll check it when we get back on land.
Cash is like, you don't say.
Yeah. With that, does everyone get on?
Get over here.
Yep.
Oh,
over
my
here,
boy, you're gonna be
Fluffbutt.
left behind. Everybody's just pointing at Apollo.
Pretty
Hey.
much.
Stop! You guys are gonna give me a seizure.
Really?
Apollo bends down and then just jumps right up.
Boing.
Onto the head.
Say, I
Okay.
can jump.
Then Lysinthier just flies off and back to the airship and drops the team off on there. And with that, just first clear this.
Right, since we're heading back to town, I should reduce my combat stages back down to 0.
Yeah, everyone do that.
Sure.
I'll do that when we get back to town proper.
All right, who's driving this time?
Padrock will jump in the driver's seat.
Literally, Levi's just like, I'll go. Never mind.
Wait, he'll turn to Levi. Oh, do you want to try driving with your new evolution?
A little bit. But go ahead.
He'll shuffle out of the driver's seat and offer up to.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you do have the benefit of sitting on the tail now.
I'm not sure if flying and balancing on a fine point is very healthy for us.
Please, I've seen how acrobatic you are.
You know, I'd try it, but for the sake of the team, I won't. And you just
All right.
walks over to controls, takes hold, and just... He looks at himself and just, like, smiles a bit. It is evident, though, that there's one tooth that kind of just remains outside of his mouth almost at all times. It's
Oh,
like,
the cartoon fang.
The fangy.
Snaggletooth.
The fangy.
The snaggletooth.
let's go with Snaggletooth. But yes. But he just takes the ship, lifts up, and flies off towards the town.
Having
Here's
fun
a-
with your throttle there, Levi?
I'm not going that fast.
As they leave the electrically charged field.
So does anybody want to even talk about what happened with Levi? Or should I be the one to mention it?
Hey. Just gonna turn this
Can-
around.
Let's just let it wait till after we report back. There's
Fine.
a lot to try and take in.
Yep. And let's get in town and start setting her down. Gently. Don't bounce off the ground, please and thank you. Okay. We're good.
Oh, just in time for the lights to come on.
As usual.
Apollo hops off his seat and does a downward dog stretch until his back just pops. Ugh,
That
that felt great.
if you say so.
All right.
Have you considered moving around in the chair and not sitting stock still?
No offense, but Levi's lateral control could use just a bit more time on the job before I relax a little more with him at the helm.
Did I hear that correctly? You're scared of Levi's driving?
I don't know if scared's the right word, but I'm a little more apprehensive.
What?
Let him get used to that new body, and then I'll be a little more at ease.
Fair. Well, it's not like I'm gonna, drive us to the ground or something.
No. I'm more worried about the flat spin than anything else. And out of character, what's the ping for?
People start noticing a bit of warping in the space in that area.
The fuck?
Ragnarok is gonna. Oh.
Oh!
Oh
Interface!
shit!
Gee, get the fuck away!
Apollo snarls.
Isn't that...
Yes.
It is.
You got a lot of nerve showing up here.
And I don't have many dealings with the rest of you.
They can teleport now.
We always could.
So you evolved. I guess that's good.
Yeah. Would have been dead otherwise if I hadn't.
Yes, you would have. I know you want nothing to do with me. Despite me raising you and caring you for whenever your parents were away. I wronged you in many other ways, and sentenced you to death under the command of the Dark One. That's already an unforgivable act, and one I can't even begin to repay. But I'll give you this, at the very least. She reaches into her cloak and pulls out what looks like an old book. And then holds it out to him.
Excuse me, Apollo.
Are you quite sure this is a good idea?
It's not.
It's not. He does not stay. He doesn't even get out of arm's length of Apollo before taking the book.
And she just brings her arms back down and looks at him.
quietly opens the book and flips through it before narrowing his eyes. I thought they got rid of this.
Well, I took it after you left.
Why?
Because I felt it appropriate to give it back to you. I never looked into you, but I know you've written much growing up. Your father was to thank for that, the poet he was. Always encouraging you to learn to read and write. Leviticus, I want
Yes.
you to know that when you left, I never intended for your parents to be sacrificed. Many times I tried to convince Lethero they weren't the ones. Deuteronomy, Malachi, they needed to remain. I even offered to go in their place, but in the end, it was out of my power.
He did it out of vengeance.
I'm sorry for what became of them, and I'm sorry for what we're going to do. Lethero will never stop trying to collect you for the Dark One. He's set on destroying the barrier around Cassia and escaping, no matter what he does to get there. He's convinced the Dark One can do that, but I have to wonder sometimes. No. That's not for me to talk about.
No. But there is something that you can talk about.
What's that?
Something personal. The burial site. Where is it?
It's in the mountains northwest of Malva. Where exactly, I can't say. They took your parents, and I wasn't there when they were buried.
Of course you weren't. Too personal. You three were close. Very close.
You said northwest of Malva.
Indeed.
That's near that old fort. The one the new masters used.
Near Aberlov or Hellfire?
Hellfire.
A ways past that. But yes, somewhere in that general vicinity.
Why are you telling him this exactly?
The Thero doesn't know I'm here. I'd like to keep it that way.
All due respect, it's hard to trust a word coming out of your mouth.
Oh, didn't you once see that when you found out about Levi?
Oh, and I still don't trust him completely. At least I'm transparent about it.
Well, you might want to start working on that, all of you. She takes a small step back. Leviticus,
Yes.
farewell. And whatever you do, if you want to live, don't get captured.
Not planning on it anytime soon.
And with that, she just slowly fades out.
And nobody in town is going to question this?
So
It seems too good to be true.
Agreed.
now we have to worry
Probably
about them
is.
just phasing in and out. Great.
No.
Not quite.
You were watching that whole thing?
She showed up earlier, and we were ready to attack her, but she simply said she needed to speak to Levi. So we were watching to make sure she didn't try anything funny.
Oh,
It's an awfully big gamble to take by not informing us.
You just
I don't
showed up.
We did literally just get off the ship. It's not like they
would
could have
think someone
called
would
us
be
or
a little-
something.
I would think that someone would be a little closer to greet us, though, if this were the case.
I was staying in watching distance.
Even so, technicalities aside,
I'm more
I have-
concerned about her motivations.
take it at face value, she's effectively my godmother. Take it from a...
It was.
Take it, huh?
I'm sorry, there was something that odd detail that stuck out to me.
What part?
The burial. If it was personal, wouldn't it make more sense if she was there? It's personal people who attend the burial. At least the physical one.
Well, if I had to hazard a guess, Lethera would not let her.
Agreed.
That or it was guilt. She didn't want to be there. There's no telling what her reasons may have been. So,
There's going to be a point that we probably go after her. There's going to be a point. But till
likely.
then, I'm more focused on the other three. Specifically, Lethero. He doesn't want to stop chasing me till he dies. Fine then. We'll put him in the ground early where he belongs.
you were just in Amp Plains, right?
Yes.
What about it?
What happened there? Did you see my aunt? Is she okay? Is she?
Depends on who your aunt is.
Deep breath, one question at a time.
She's a Luxray. Her name's Teresa.
I
Go
She
think we
on.
did see her.
breathe. When my parents died, she sent me and my brother and sister to Malva. We haven't seen her since. Is she okay?
She's alive, if that's what you want to know.
Oh, that's good.
She's going through a hard time right now due to recent events that happened up there. But rest assured, she's okay.
Renee.
Is
Should
that
we-
the Manitrick?
Yes. He's the one who killed my parents.
Hmm.
Killed them.
Pack wars do get very violent, unfortunately.
Another one almost happened right in front of us before a lightning strike blew everyone away.
So, about that, did you find out what happened?
Not entirely.
We found out. Well, it just leads to more questions. Jerry was being sent kind of out by something draining on their energy, and managed to stop that, but we have no idea what was draining on them in the first place.
Strange. And it was something powerful enough to do even that?
That's what he
Seems
claimed.
that way.
And say again, did you see who it was?
That the legendary Raikou.
Raikou. Jeremiah?
That one.
Lycentia did appear there as well.
That's one of Lysentia's accomplices.
Accomplices?
Yeah. He has 3.
Why accomplice?
Lycentia does crimes?
No. They came here with
Ah,
out
time
of
crime.
character. I don't know if accomplice is the right word.
No,
Oh,
it's more
okay.
like
Acquaintance?
Acquaintance, a friend.
My bad.
that's work. That's better.
Time crimes.
Time.
That's what I said. That's what I was about to say. I was just like time crimes.
Acquaintances. Alright. He has 3 of them. There's Sturmir, Ignatius, and Synthus. From what I hear, you met Synthus before.
The one in the lake.
That very same one.
3 guesses as to who Ignatius was it? Ignis?
Ignatius.
Ignatius.
So there's a fire one.
Indeed.
Great.
But Synthus clearly wasn't doing the same things that Sturmir was. Whatever was attacking him or doing whatever to him, we may need to keep an eye out for that. And if Ignatius or Synthus wind up becoming victims to it, we're gonna have to be careful next time we approach them.
Well,
Help
the
if we
one
knew.
in
Go ahead.
the one in Harmony Lake would be easy enough to reach, considering the distance between us and them.
Oh, she doesn't stay in one place.
No?
Haven't you heard the legends? The North Wind always moves.
Right. I recognize the pure water. I forgot the fact they move from place to place. Brilliant.
Indeed. Well, you may not see her again, or you may. It depends on the situation, and we'll just need to be cautious for what comes in the future. But
Artemis, you were saying something earlier?
No, go ahead.
the sun just recently went down. It's not quite late enough, at least for most of us, to go to sleep, so the rest of the day's yours. Before I forget, I spoke with Rain, and you will each be getting 650 for your mission. So here you are.
Thank you.
Of course. Granted, the shops aren't exactly open, so
Don't think that will be an issue.
We can worry about it in the morning.
take care of yourselves for the rest of the night, okay? And Levi,
Yeah.
I suppose congratulations.
Right. This.
He took a dip.
Right. Actually, since you're here, Zeno.
Huh?
What can you tell me about the water atop of the mountain? Because,
The type change
I-
water?
yeah, apparently it's different from normal, and I got knocked into it, as you can tell.
Well, I don't know too much myself, just the things that I heard from my tribe. It's supposed to be a special type change water that, well, given what you seem to be, you gained a second type, didn't you?
He just looks at himself before sparking. Like, he just like opens his hand, sparking up, and then just taps the horns quietly.
She did
Yeah.
mention it's a secondary type water tame. I didn't get to examine it. Shame.
You already seem type changed. But
Yes.
my aunt, Teresa, she was electric and dark. The type change water gave her the dark type. And Renee, on the other hand, his advantage was not only being able to mega evolve, but he had also gained the grass type, which made it very difficult for anyone in my tribe to be able to attack him.
So it's different each time.
Yeah.
That's how type change works.
Even the regular stuff is consistent.
Usually, isn't it usually somewhat on personality?
Well,
Well,
I don't think anyone really knows exactly how type change water works. Exactly.
and if you're already type changed, it can't work a second time either.
No. But I've never gained any power in the tribe, so I didn't go near it. Ouch.
Personality base. Are you trying to imply something, Padrock?
No, that was
You didn't fall into a type change. You fell into, well, Eternatus stuff?
literally poison.
I think that kind of changes the rules a bit.
Last I've heard, there wasn't any type change water around Cassis City at all. So, whatever you fell into clearly wasn't it. The last bit of type change water that I remember being there was about 30 years ago when our Flopso friend went in there.
Oh, right. You mentioned that they were fairy type?
Yeah.
Why
And
am I suddenly worried?
I'm still trying to remember where I found the one that, well, changed myself. I just, it's long dried up by now.
well, Levi, Halloween, at least it didn't do to you what it did to her.
That being,
Oh, she wasn't always the way she is now.
That being
vague.
that tidbit. Right.
what?
That is incredibly
Oh, wait.
vague. How do you expect me to actually answer that?
Wait, would Castor and Apollo know this?
Possibly.
likely.
Probably.
Could you elaborate further?
Is it really like a deep dark secret or something?
Well, to put it simply, she wasn't always a she.
That okay.
It really is a long story.
Like Levi just like sits there and starts thinking about it. It's like the more he thinks about it, the more like a little bit more and more concerned he just gets. Like,
Levi?
No, it hurts my brain too.
Levi, Castor,
What?
let's just agree to never acknowledge this ever again.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Exactly.
There's another way to put it.
Mhm.
She was always a she, but it corrected the body to match.
I suppose you can say that. I did hear some stories about her trying to do things with Ruben. but I guess the type change water did it for her. But either way.
I also got her into a lot of trouble on several missions.
Hmm.
One actually culminated in my dad mauling her.
Either way. I'm glad you guys came back alright. Especially after dealing with something like that.
We were lucky to not get struck by the storm but one time. And that was myself. I'm okay now, though.
Well, let Elizabeth know if you start getting raging headaches in the middle of the night.
That, and if your fur puffs out, let me know. I'll take care of it.
If it was going to puff out, it would have already done so.
Have you ever seen a delayed reaction?
Have you ever seen steel?
Yeah.
It absorbs.
Well, regardless, you guys are free to do what you wish for the rest of the night. Myself will be returning to the guild hall. So I'll see you guys later.
Oh, here's
All
a
right.
question.
Of course. Though, now that we have the chance... Lintula,
Yes?
Levi, like, he has a small smirk on his face and just glances over to Padrock. Would you happen to know Team Blackthorn's in town?
Yeah, they're just north of the, in the garden.
Thank you.
Oh, so I was right. They were on a mission, weren't they?
No, they've actually been there all day.
Out of
Well-
character. I'm snickering out of character. Sorry. Just something about that is funny.
Accurate reaction. I was about to do the same thing, but I had to act in character, so I was like, oh, wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute.
Oh, they were on a mission? No, they were just taking a fucking nap in the field all day.
Well, since the question's already been asked for me,
See you later.
see you later.
And I'll see you later, guys.
Take care.
I'm guessing they don't want company in that regard. Well, that's fine.
Probably
I'm
not.
going to leave them their time. Though I'd rather not be alone either right now. If it's all the same.
I mean, I'm gonna go over to the table here, since it seems there's a few people here if you want.
I actually could one of y'all walk with me to the guild hall? I need to get my journal.
Oh. Oh, you left it there, didn't you?
I always leave it in my room, so I'm ready to write.
I thought you left it on the bed.
I'll leave that to you two.
Of course you would.
You know Castor wants nothing to do with me if he can help it.
Yes, I'm aware. But it doesn't stop me from poking fun at him.
Either way, this is going to take a little bit of time to adjust.
Well, adjusting is one thing. There is one concern I would see right away. Do you want to know what that is?
Hmm?
You're gonna have a hard time sleeping on a pillow from now on.
Why do
He
you
kind of
say-
gestures to the horns.
Oh. Oh.
They're
They're
to
not that
poke any
big, are
holes.
they?
No, but they are still potentially something that can poke a hole through your pillow.
Yeah. Yeah. That's gonna be a problem with.
I'm sure
Okay.
you can do something about it.
I guess I'm gonna be trying to figure out how to sleep too tonight.
Maybe sideways. That'll probably do it.
Or just put something on my horns to stop myself from going through the pillow.
I mean, Actually, that is a good question. You could just ask a local Lucario about that. I'm sure they have that issue all the time. They could probably help you.
He probably just sleeps on his... Well, his hands would move now, wouldn't it? Maybe I'll ask him.
So, while they're down there doing that, we move up further north to the garden.
Just for future reference.
These two? What? Oh, yeah. They're just kind of sitting there, talking between themselves.
Okay, I'll wait here for a little bit then before moving on to other stuff.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So, up in the garden.
Petra slowly approaches, but they would definitely hear the, like, he's being soft, but loud enough to hear. So I guess there's like kind of like gentle crunch of like leaves or twigs or those kinds of things as he approaches.
The four are just kind of sitting there. Trevor is looking into the water as the three behind him are just sort of seeming to sit there trying to be comforting.
Hey there. Evening.
Oh, hey there, Paddock. I didn't see you there.
I just arrived. I was coming over to see how you four were doing.
Well, we're okay, at least, but still worried about Trevor.
I'm first gonna CrossFit. Give a small nod to Trevor. Hey there, Trevor.
He looks over at Paddock and gives a small nod to him. Hey.
How are you holding up?
I'm surviving. About all I can do right now.
Padrock nods as he takes a small seat at the side of the pond there. So, I guess this was a day of grieving for you?
I suppose. He takes a deep breath and just kind of sits there with his forepaws just sort of looking or touching the water occasionally. So, I heard that Thane was working to fix the red chain, and I don't really like that. I know that I know what he wanted to use her for, but I still don't like thinking about it. That damn thing got my dad into this.
I put the full blame on the people who went after him.
Yeah. He used to talk about when he was in Aberlov, how it was like his life. He didn't know how long he'd been there, but he talked about it like it'd been years. No, that couldn't have been true. But the things they did to him whenever he didn't do what they wanted, there were some zealots there who were especially vicious. Hearing the stories always made me sick, but he talked as though he had to, that keeping it to himself would drive him nuts. So I always listened. When he talked about the red chain, he spoke of it like something of myths, that the Zealots said it came from the beyond and blessed them with the power to become one with their god, that it was a gift. So the ones they may put it together were under close watch, rarely able to rest, and brutally punished whenever they made a mistake. My dad said, yeah, he said he had to be careful when he put that fault into it, that it could kill him if they find out. And after all this time, I thought it was over.
Your father did a very brave thing there.
Yes, so. But I thought that when they were gone, we were able to just be happy that it was done. And now this. Wherever those freaks are, I'm going to find them and make sure they'll never be able to do this to anyone ever again.
Padrock will give a small nod. You're not alone in that kind of sentiment.
Trevor starts to emit a faint glow, and he gazes down into the water at his own reflection. A solemn look as he takes a deep breath. And
it's okay.
The other three look at him, somewhat curious about what he's doing.
Padrock will take a step forward and put a gentle hand on his shoulder. It's okay. Take a deep breath.
Said that when I evolved, it would be the happiest day of my life. That what I did, I was opening so many possibilities that I could do anything when I took that step forward. I don't know. I didn't want to until I was sure I was ready. I knew I was always the weakest in the team, but I always wanted to be better, to be like the others. I wanted to be strong enough to handle anything that came to me. Trevor.
Look, Trevor, I get the sentiment. I always thought I knew where I'd be as it breaks in. Trust me.
He takes a brief look over at Paddock before he just pinches his eyes closed with a shaky breath before he lights up brighter.
That's it.
And after a moment, his form starts to change, appear different. And
if he grows, Padrock would take a step or two back to give him space.
And a moment later, when the light fades, the now quadruped feline is just staring into the water at what he became.
It's quite a unique feeling, isn't it?
He slowly nods his head. I won't let anything hold me back. To be strong. I won't let my friends be hurt anymore.
I'm sure you're already quite strong.
Thanks, Hadrock.
Don't nod.
He Sarah just looks over at him with a faint smile. It's like, I think I see why Leela likes you. Just kind of looks away, scratching her neck.
He'll beam a bit at that. I wish I could offer you more comfort. Offer some glimpse to your future, but I don't have really the handle on that right now. So I really have it right now is words of encouragement for all the weight those carry.
What you're going through, you don't have to go through it alone. I think you know that I'm more familiar with this than a lot of people. I lost my brother too. And I just want you to know that we're here for you, okay? Yeah. Thanks. He just sits there, staring into the water in thought, and trying to settle down. And Daniel comes over behind him, just kind of giving a little nuzzle to his side. You can hear the faintest of purrs under Trevor's breath as he's sitting there.
Padrock keeps his... won't comment on it, not wanting to ruin the moment.
I think for the moment...
You'll seem like... The whole team seems like quite nice Pokemon. I'm glad to have gotten to met all of you.
Yeah. Me too, Padrock. Hopefully you get to have the same with your team.
I think we're starting to get somewhere there.
Well, that's good. So, for the time being, I think Padrock can remain with the team. We'll go to the next scene, unless he has something else he wants to say. Hey, Tyson.
I'm sorry?
So for the time being, Padrock
Yep.
can probably stay with the team unless he has something else he wants to say.
I think like off screen he'll probably move over to this side, but there's not really anywhere else or in town I think that I want to put him for tonight.
So we'll go over to the next Dean.
Only once?
Hmm?
Only twice?
Oh, I'm being caster. And then after that, we'll go to Apollo.
Okay.
I'm just horrible with names, so I'm trying to remember who's who.
I'm trying to remember names too. Trell. I have 300 names to remember. Trell and
Scott. I have almost 100 Pokemon to remember. Glacy. Pathetic.
And it's not just normal names either. Like, there's some pretty outlandish names in there.
It's just like, look, Lacey, hold my lychee juice.
So, Trell and Xeno.
Okay.
I actually had to click on Xeno's token to see it. So, Caster is approaching them.
Hi, Portia.
Hold on. Am I going crazy, or was Xeno the one who ran over earlier? Or am I
He
going
is.
crazy?
He just came back.
Oh, okay. I was under the impression he hadn't.
He sort of just wandered back when the team split up.
Fair. Look, I just wanted to let you know. Sorry, the music changed threw me off.
Sorry.
You're right. Look, I just wanted to let you know that, like they said, you're on safe. But there were more than a few casualties when, well, Raikou was rampaging.
What happened?
We're still not sure we're still not sure exactly how or why. But when he was rampaging, the thunderstorms and the thunder strikes themselves there were more powerful than anything we've seen in the area, really. Even electric types didn't fare well.
They didn't die, did they?
He's going to get let out alongside. Well, some of them were injured. Some of them, they weren't moving. I didn't check. None of the ones I checked myself were gone, but
Oh. Oh, jeez. He just kind of shakes his head, lowering it to the ground as he's lying there. I might need to visit there sometime. Just see the rest of the tribe. At least find out who's okay.
sorry to have to be the one to tell you this.
No. Someone had to. Thanks, Pastor, right?
Right.
And I'm sorry for the things we did to you guys. I can't speak for Rescuel, but at least I can say sorry.
I can't say I'm ready to forgive you guys just yet. No, even if it does sound like you all were led on and you all were manipulated, that doesn't let you off the hook for everything. That said, I do appreciate it, and
the things we did, we still did, whether we were doing it out of fear or manipulation or anything, we still did it. Eventually, we're gonna have to do something about it. I'm scared of what's coming. I can't even face my sister.
Look, I don't know for sure, but I can't imagine it'll be easy. But the one thing I am sure of is she's more concerned with seeing you safe and sound than with any of the could'ves, what'ves, or should'ves that you did. So long as they have you there, they should be. So long as you have your family and they have you, that's really all you should need, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess. I'll try and take care of you as much as I can. I never really had a family of my own, but I can try and be yours while I'm here. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna rest here for now.
I still have a few more people I need to meet. I'll see you all in the morning.
Okay. See you, Caster.
He gives sort of a brief nod and waves them off before turning back around.
Hey, dear.
Hi, Mom. He's gonna take a seat next to her, just kind of stare down at the lake.
Are you doing okay?
As well as I can. Having those kinds of conversations is never pleasant or easy.
Oh. You did what you felt was necessary, and I'm proud of you for it.
Just sort of gives a sharp nod and rubs at his face for a moment.
She looks over at him, sitting down. Are you doing okay with that?
He sort of glowers down at the little wristlet and flicks his tail on annoyance. I still don't know. How do I put it? Zane says it's for my protection, for the team's protection. I want to believe him, but I can't help but feel like he needs me on a leash. That just I am a danger to everyone else.
There's always going to be those thoughts. You did just have an incredibly dangerous being find its way into you, but if I know Zane well enough, he didn't do it simply just because you were a possible threat. He wanted to make sure you were okay too.
I know. Hard not to feel otherwise.
I know, dear. Just remember that you have your team, you have me, you have all of us, and we still care for you.
Of course. This seems like it's been the longest stretch in a while that you and the team haven't been out on a mission.
We've gone on the occasional one when you were gone, but it has been a while that I have been able to just stay here and just see the people here.
Right. None of the long weeks-long journeys halfway across the continent.
Yeah, it is pretty nice, at least. Most of the problems that we've had to deal with were local, and a lot of the other problems, at least other teams have been able to deal with.
Ours included.
I guess you can say that.
We always seem to get the interesting ones.
Well, at least you have your airship, and those teleport pads are getting set up too.
Slowly but surely.
Pretty soon we'll just be able to go around Cassia in minutes, not even have to think about the trip.
Just trying to imagine it blows my mind, really. Being able to see you, being able to go and see Dad whenever I want, being just all within the span of the same day. Much, and that's just the convenient. That's just the personal part of it. With regards to getting people and supplies around the region.
I do wish we were able to see Vulcan more often. I don't even know where he is half the time.
Work keeps both you and Dad away all the time. It is what it is.
You could say that. Well, I'm sure that big hunk of a Typhlosion will be here sometime. Just
One of
need to
these
wait.
days.
Esther,
Yeah,
you know I love you, right?
of course.
And I'll always be here, no matter what happens. So don't think too much about that silly bracelet. Just think about what you're doing in the moment.
Easier said than done. I'll do my best, though. Thank you.
In time, I think this will all be sorted out, and then you won't have to worry anymore.
We can only hope, right? Yeah, I can chat with Zane in the morning. Yeah, in that case. Caster is just going to go in and nuzzle at her cheek and give her a small squeeze before staring up at the sky.
She smiles to him. Pressing close.
It's starting to get late. I should turn in. Knowing our luck, we're going to have another mission first thing in the morning.
Well, I do hear that big sandstorm is starting to clear up. They were going to send you to Solara pretty soon, weren't they?
To where? Sorry, could you spell that? No, it's the first I've heard of it, really.
It's
Out
that
of character, Solara is the place by Jagged Path.
the place that's where the
Dead Sea is.
where the old facility that the drug was made.
Right. We need like a map
I mean,
in like the handouts or something.
well, it's constantly changing, so that'll be a little difficult to keep up with.
Yeah, true.
Happyology. But yeah. they're gonna send you guys to Solara soon, right?
Well, they're planning on sending us there eventually, but it, considering where we might have to go, specifically
The mines.
the mines, the Hell Fort, etc., and so on. There's a very go ahead.
Well, Fort Hellfire is in a completely different place. At least you won't be going there.
Right, but since it's so either way, it's so tied with the new masters, we might need to pay another visit to Malva Town.
She kind of shifts a little uncomfortably at the mention of the new masters.
And I don't think anybody's looking forward to that.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you'll be okay at least.
It should be fine. Besides, we get it gives Apollo a chance to stop in and see some old friends, bump into some new ones.
Yes, it does. And who knows? Maybe one of these days, these missions that you go on, maybe you'll have your mother to go with you. Wouldn't that be fun?
Castor is torn between equal parts warm fuzzies and oh god, I'm going to die from embarrassment.
I mean, misery loves company.
She just kind of gives a smile and nuzzles into his cheek. Come on, dear.
Apollo would never let me hear the end of it.
Well, you don't have to listen to him.
Yeah, but I can't just go deaf when I want to. Then the whole rest of the team will learn about it, and he just buries his face in the water.
Just shakes her head and taps his head with her paw. It'll be fine, dear.
I know it. I'll live. I'll get through it. Just can we? But for once, Castor is at a loss for words.
Take some breaths. Rest, dear.
Right. I can regroup with the rest of the team tomorrow, and talk to Zane and a few others.
Yeah. They're always here, just like we are.
Of course. Good night, Mom.
Good night, dear. Rest well.
You too. And with that, he's gonna wander on off to the guild house.
And after that...
I could get... Oh no. Sorry, it was doing the thing where it tries to move the token and the camera at the same time.
I hate that.
Nappy vappy.
So Apollo is he's mentally exhausted and not really paying a whole lot in the way of attention. So I'd say like right as he gets to about here, he's just gonna plump right down here and let his head hang just over the edge of the lake and look down at the reflection a bit.
Hello. Are you okay?
Apollo sits back up and scratch the back of his head with a paw. Hey, Aracella.
Looks like you had a long day.
It was a long one, and not entirely pleasant.
Hmm.
It's left me thinking about a few things. I hope your day's been better.
Yeah. A little bit. I've been thinking about some things, but she's kind of reaches a paw over her paw flippy. She reaches a flippy over and just kind of strokes his fur where it's still puffed out from the electricity.
Suppose I really do need to get around to grooming myself again.
You're a bit of a mess, but given where I hear you were, it's not surprising.
Yeah.
But is he a hot
let
mess?
Mother would never let me hear the end of it if I let myself go this long without grooming. You
Well,
mentioned that you were... go ahead.
well, just give it a proper groom and you'll be back to normal in no time.
Okay. Though, you mentioned you had something on your mind. Did I hear you out on what it is?
I was just thinking about some things that happened before.
What sorts of things?
Well, just what I had to deal with back in Avalov.
Paul pauses a moment. He's trying to be careful in how it is he says what he's about to say. You don't have to answer this question if you don't want to. I've only heard stories about what happened to people. So if you'd rather not answer, I'm not going to force you to, but if you think it'll help, what did happen to you there?
I suppose it's probably best to talk about it, get it out. She's kind of takes a deep breath and lets it out, just staring down in thought, trying to collect herself. So, Apollo.
Mhm.
Back when my brother and I were in Avalov, things weren't all horrible, I guess I could say. Foster and I, when we weren't being made to do their awful slave labor, there were small moments when the patrols weren't around. There's a nine-toes there, Elena. She used to sing for us, back as a way to help get our spirits up and get her to look forward to when we might get out. She had such a wonderful voice, and it inspired me to be like her. But she was also the one who resisted the most. I was still a Brion back then, and Foster was a Poplio. My brother wasn't doing so well at the time, and Elena tried to get Hugor and his staff away from him. I don't know what became of her after that, but I was pulled away and Foster was sent back to the cells up on the ground, and I just heard this big crash, like something enormous had fallen. It was so loud and terrifying. It was... It was about an hour later that Team Nudon showed up and freed us, but I never saw Elena again. And my brother, he was too far gone by the things they did to him, and the next day, that's when he wasn't there anymore. I didn't want to go on without him. Our parents were taken away from us by the new masters, Elena was gone, and he was the only thing I had left. Even though I was free, it still felt like I was stuck in that cave with no way out. It took me a long time to get over that feeling and move on. Meeting other people, Jericho even. He was there and understood what we went through, and I occasionally visited Humbletown to see him and his family. Always I practiced singing even to them, but it took so long for me to get the courage to come here. I didn't want to come until I was positive I had something worth sharing. The home of the ones who saved me, I felt like I had to belong. In a way, your dad sort of scared me. I looked up to him and his team, but they felt too out of my range to be around, you know?
I never really understand how my dad gives that vibe, though. Knowing him, he has that rough exterior, but I'd say a lot of the sort of kindness that comes from our family, that just sort of appreciation for the little stuff in life. A lot of that stuff that I have, I got from him. It wasn't just my mother.
Yeah.
Right?
I suppose it must sound silly being scared of him, but that's how I was for a long time. I am glad that I finally came here, though, to meet everyone here, meet you and your team and everyone else. I feel more at home here than I have in a long time.
I think this place really does agree with you. And I think we're all much better off to have you here.
Well, I have something to give at least. I learned to sing because of Elena, and that's something I'll keep with me my whole life.
You're a really great singer, Arcella. And I think maybe it's not my place to say, but maybe if Elena could hear you now, I think she'd be proud of you.
If only. Maybe if she's goes somewhere out there, maybe someday.
Would you like to try and go find her someday?
If I could, that could be nice. But I don't even know if she's still alive.
Elena. I'll ask her around.
When I asked Cleo and the others in Humbletown, they said that she was missing and they didn't know where she was. They had this list of everyone that was in Aberlof, and she was one of the few that they didn't know happened to.
Well, until Team Nudon had anything to say about it, there was only one way in and out of that place.
But I don't think they were ever in the mines. That place is a labyrinth.
Perhaps. Well, I know that couldn't have been easy for you opening up like that, but
I feel a little bit better. Thanks for listening, Apollo.
anytime, Arcella.
Kind of
Yeah.
leans over and puts her flippers around him. They're still a little bit wet, but she gives him a hug.
Paul leans up into the hug, letting his cheek just nuzzle a few times while one of his paws comes and rests on her back.
You're nice.
It really
Apollo.
is. I don't know what it is, but I could be having the worst day out here as a rescuer. Something terrible could have happened today, and I just feel happier every time I'm with you.
I'm glad I can make you feel that way.
Good night, Aracella.
Good night, Apollo. Sleep well, okay?
You too.
She slowly pulls back from the hug.
Actually, hang on a second. All right. Apollo eventually lets go, and then stands himself up and starts heading back towards the guild hall.
Just kind of watches him and takes a brief glance over to Lysida before giving a huff and just kind of swimming back into the water.
Mhm.
And then up at the tavern,
The Luby was just discussing with Levi how it seems strange that everybody but him that is viable for evolution he still hasn't. It's a good question.
I can't say I know why, but I mean, I know that you have to do it sooner or later.
Well, I'm sure it's just seems a little strange that's taken as long as it has.
True that. I'm guessing you're starting to feel a bit smaller, huh?
Well, considering everybody else around me has basically become giants, yes.
Felix sort of just looks over at them with a little smirk.
I imagine that's the same way with you too, isn't it?
Well, I can't evolve.
Well,
I'm sorry, can't?
there is some possible explanation.
No,
Medical or not, I don't know.
I know why. Chaos keeps me from evolving. But after a few centuries, it gets kind of learned to live with it.
Levi's like lifts up Paul to say something. I was like, wait. Never mind.
I don't think you want to question chaos.
More so. Actually, he's just like quietly connecting dots in his head before pausing on one and deciding to ask a different question. So, if I may be still able to ask, he says, going around Alivian sitting between them and Lucas, what
Yep.
legend do you serve?
Oh, is it that common?
I mean, Glacy serves one, Lucas serves one. You said your chaos stops you from evolving, so I figured there has to be one that you serve.
He does raise a point.
I don't really serve one, so to speak, but I do occasionally work with Giratina.
Another name I've not heard.
The Master of the Reverse Realm.
Yeah, of course.
What? Never mind.
Think, common misconception. At least I think it's a common misconception. I'm not exactly sure, but people say that when you're done with your mortal life through natural causes, you go to Giratina's realm.
People have a lot of ideas on that sort of thing. I prefer not to get in the way of that.
It gets complicated very fast.
Well, if there's one thing you don't do is get in the way of the Grim Reaper and his soul reaping.
Exactly.
It's not that bad. It's kind of funny, to be honest. But that's just because I am the way I am. Lots of things are funny to me when everyone else would be scared out of their eyes.
I see. Okay. So, I have a question, Felis.
Yeah, what's up?
That trick you can do with separating into several versions of yourself.
Hmm?
Any chance you've ever trained against one of your own clones?
Sometimes, but that's not quite as entertaining as training with, well, the rest of my home.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think it would really matter if you tried to train with yourself because you would know all your moves. Right?
Poke.
Nah! What the? Bayless! Don't
Nicker.
do that.
Okay. Training with those from home, that makes sense, but have you ever trained with other teams here, perhaps?
Oh, many times. I train with people all over.
Oh.
It's sort of a Legion custom to explore, go around, and meet all kinds of people, and just learn everything you can about the world and about yourself.
I see.
Lucas kind of taught me that when I was young.
Speaking of Lucas, you're awful quiet there.
Just been taught is all.
About what?
Many things. Mostly what we're going to be dealing with in the future. I keep hearing talk about this dark one, and we still don't even know what it is.
Well, that's something to think about for the future. I'm more concerned about the now.
Indeed.
But, I mean, I'm pretty sure you heard my conversation with Levi here. What do you think of the matter, from a medical perspective?
Well, I don't really have much to think about it. Granted, I was in some ways sort of just off in my thoughts, so I didn't hear all of it.
Well, I think to summarize it, it's just... I just found it strange that it's taken me so long to evolve in the first place, is all.
Hmm.
The rest of my team has already done so at least once, except Apollo, who is obviously unable to.
Most some people evolve in their own ways, at their own time. You? Maybe it's because you haven't experienced the world enough. In time, I think it'll happen. Especially now that you're with a team.
Well, Levi suggested that I probably go to somewhere where I'm in my element.
Perhaps.
Yep.
The only thing I can think of is the Crystal Cave.
Well, given what Lencilla has been talking about, pretty sure they are to be sending you somewhere in the desert at some point soon.
Which reminds me, I need to talk to Eden before we leave for that, because I severely want to get a pickaxe.
What would you need a pickaxe for?
Why are we going to Solara again? The mines in particular?
Oh.
If I could, not only can we get more of that resource, but that also means that I could make more of it. And given that it's so critical to have that resource, we're going to need some if we're going to be trying to do clinical trials. We're not going to need a small amount either.
I wouldn't say that out loud, you know.
Why do you think I haven't said what it is?
Very well.
But
I can see
even then,
I can see what your point is.
Even then, there's a critical element there that I need. So, yes, I will need a pickaxe.
No. I'd help you, but I don't have hands.
No worries. You could... I mean, to be fair, dropping rocks can help to make things easier every now and then.
And I regret to inform you that I can no longer throw rocks.
Wait, what?
Remember? The 2 screens that I gave you? The reflection, the light screen? Those came at a cost.
Oh. I didn't realize.
I can still technically throw rocks. He holds up a graveler rock.
Right, those.
But there are better ways.
Levi,
Yes.
what you plan on doing with that, I hope you know that it's going to be very dangerous, and you need to be very careful with it.
It's not my first time doing this. I will be careful.
Good. I've seen what it does to people.
As have I. And I've also experienced what it does to people. The big thing about it, the big difference is where we are now, we have a few benefits. We have a doctor on standby. We have a safe place to do this. And we can list out the risks of so long as no one knocks me out or knocks them out, they'll be fine. Mostly.
Well, I've seen the way you are with it too.
Wait, what?
Of course you have.
Wait, what?
Pastor's not the only one I've ever looked into.
Levi just like completely just went silent, just staring at Glacialis in a twinge of fear. It's like, you seen that?
Yes. Maybe I knew what you were. But knowing that sort of thing and acting on it, it's very complicated.
It would probably cause some temporal issues even further than the distortions, right?
No. But it would have caused problems in other ways.
Oh.
So, I didn't say anything.
I thank you. I think.
Just be careful, Levi.
Right.
Oh, so yes, Tester.
I do plan on being safe about the process, and he's fumbling through his words because he's not even sure how to respond right now. Whatever plan and/or plan of action of words that he had is just gone because he didn't expect that.
No plan survives first contact.
I'm sorry. See how he just puts a paw before turning his head away from the table and just facing towards the infirmary's wall before closing his eyes, taking a deep breath, and just trying to calm down. It's like, relax. You know who they are. You know a little bit of what they can do. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You are
Are
fine.
you done having a nervous breakdown? I thought we were over this.
The stones grind. He just looks over to Olivia. He's like, I didn't expect this. Okay?
Well, I guess that's what makes you and I different then.
Anyway, just turns back over to Glacialis. Right. I do plan on being safe about taking care of the process of developing and working on it. I'm not going to do it alone.
Hope you don't.
I'm not going to do it alone. I'm not going to take it unless necessary, and I don't plan to give it to anyone unsuspectingly.
Good.
A glint shows into Alubi's eye like he realized something. Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still... Blast it all, I forgot to get together with Reuven to get that cultivation study.
Well, I'm sure you
Cultivation
can
what
do
now?
that in time.
Unless Lucas knows how to make this work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't necessarily know what Jirachi really did, but they did something, and I don't necessarily know how to get it to, well, work.
I mean, I'm still a bit banged up from Raikou. If you want to try something on me, you can.
Well, yeah, I suppose that could... Yes, I could possibly do that.
Remember the powers inside you. Slane just sort of gives a little snicker, while keeping his arm around Saline, who's just kind of sitting there quietly.
Ha ha ha. Well, if I'm to cultivate this, how would I go about it?
Well, let's take it in steps. What was it that they did again?
I honestly do not know. All I saw was a brief flash, a wink, and then Glacialis told me I was given something. That's it. That's all I know about it.
Then let's see.
Well, given it's Jirachi, maybe you should, look up at the moon and wait. Shailene just kind of smacks the hell out of Zane with a.
I was expecting that.
Levi visibly winces at that smack. Like, oh.
Yeah, I kind of saw that one coming as soon as he mentioned it. Maybe try not to joke about that at night.
Zane, you're real asshole. You know what new moons do to him. Yes. I'm sorry.
Maybe consider not that, but the stars. As though trying to make a wish for it.
Oh.
After all, when people see a shooting star, a star shining in the sky, they like to put their desires on it in hopes that it comes to a reality. Lord knows I did when I was trying to escape being amid the Black Hand.
I'll be honest with you, I've never heard that saying.
Really?
Remember, I was a hermit, I was always in a cave.
Oh, right. Well, try it. It's a shot in the dark, but it's better than nothing, right?
I suppose I can try, but I'm not saying it out loud.
You don't have to say it out loud. Well, I don't know if you have to say it out loud or not.
I sure hope not. He just looks embarrassed. Like, I'm not doing that.
Well, I'm not going to require you to say it out loud.
Don't even joke like that.
Oh.
He just stutters and kind of goes and closes his eyes, at least trying. Okay. Look up at the stars, he says. So, as per the GM's ruling, is this appropriate time to reveal it?
In the name of the moon.
What moon? That voice a roll.
That was a roll.
So what's the minimum and maximum supposed to be?
25% to 100% of your HP.
Mm-hmm.
And Levi's health just kind of goes from being not quite low, but still down to full in a matter of seconds. And he's just he himself is just shocked as he just looks at his hands like, what did you do?
What? Did it work?
Yes.
Also, wasn't this supposed to also restore an injury? I forgot.
I
I remember the first
technically,
iteration had it.
actually.
Yeah, I remember the first iteration had it. I will go into the macro and see.
I'll edit the macro. You can put it in later.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, you would have healed an injury if you had one.
I did not.
So, it's really as simple as concentrating that. Okay. How do you feel?
I feel wonderful. Like it never happened. Like I feel like I can just go on a night mission if I wanted to.
Bryce, what's your max HP?
81.
That is 25%. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the macro is targeted, so.
Yeah, it would be 1d75 plus 26. So he rolled a 46, and then that's plus 26.
And then I'm sorry, I'm trying to do the math in my head.
Right.
81.
46 plus 26, yet it came out as 58.
So wait, we're trying to get his max health, right? As the upper limit?
Which is 81, yes.
We can start this math later. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes,
go my programmer brain is activating.
You're the engineer in you is starting to come to life.
Oh, I see.
There's your math.
Yeah, the floor. Okay, that makes sense. Fair enough. So yeah, he healed roughly over half his HP in that one.
Yep.
But, yeah, going back into character. So, it was really just that simple this entire time?
Well, when you think about it, Jirachi is known as the wishing Pokemon, or the wish maker. They're the ones that make people's wishes come true. In some cases, they say one person's wish is another person's detriment. So it may very well cause pain for someone else. I doubt it, though. I've yet to see something like that happen. You know, unless me being healed is something someone else doesn't want. And I can think of a few people that would rather see me in the ground right now.
No, I'm pretty sure it seems to be based off of my own.
Still, though. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I actually have a way to heal somebody that really needs it.
Yep.
You can kind of see tears like forming in his eyes, like he's just happy. Too happy, in fact.
I want to do something silly, but I also need to check something before I do it. Just to make sure I can actually do that. Let's see. Power level 4. Yeah, I can do that. So, Levi, while Aluvi's really happy, he's just going to do something like have a kiddish grin on his face as he does something silly. His tail is going to slip just underneath Aluvi before moving upward and proceeding to lift him up by the tail alone.
Wait, what are you doing?
Just trying out the new body.
Can you not use it on me when I'm having a moment?
He would set Aluvi from the bench onto the table. It's like a diagonal movement forward.
Onto the table right there.
One down. There you are. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Also, within the low, if Olivia got a chance to see where Levi's paws were, if the shadows touched them and or like if it was in low light, the marks were making its own ambient glow. Just a little character tick.
So, the marks, they seem to have, well, changed on you.
Yeah, just a little bit. It looks as though... How can I describe it? Like they developed further. New form, new marks, new... Well, I got these on my head now.
Which you are going to have to probably figure out how to not, you know.
Speaking of figuring those out, Lucas and Zane, I have a very weird question for you.
Go on.
I have these now. He lifts his paws and just shows there are claws. How do I use them?
It's really just as simple as you hold out your paw, and you, well, do this for, do the notion of slapping somebody, only with those extended.
Indeed.
He does it across the air, but it's like, huh. Simple?
I'm sure you need to find out. Your team leader can give you a little lesson.
Oh, don't even start. He can't stop talking about that manicure of his. Also, out of character, how do you delete a macro from your list?
You have to go down to the somewhere.
So go into the macro when you edit it,
Oh yeah.
and then scroll down a bit, and you'll find the delete macro button there.
Yeah.
Hey. Just hidden.
Oh, okay.
There's not even a
Don't want
scroll
any-
bar on the right.
Don't want. Sorry.
Okay. Fixed it. Thank you.
Don't want 10 accidental deletions.
I made sure I got the right one.
Or, editing the wrong macro so you reveal something that shouldn't be revealed yet.
We're not gonna get into that.
We're not talking about that.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Never
Exactly.
mind.
But otherwise, I'm sure I'll have to figure out how to incorporate this into my fighting style. It's a bit different
Yeah.
from what I learned growing up, but I can still throw a solid punch.
I don't think you need to punch anymore, considering you already managed to figure out how to use your tail for that.
I mean, I'd rather just incorporate the tail somehow. If I can incorporate the tail, I can just keep going. It'd be my own just a little continuation of attack after attack after attack after attack.
So you turn it into a dance.
Exactly. You have to forget.
I did send you that GIF, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
By learning dynamic punch. No!
I just need to put the GIF. I have a macro for this, I'm sure.
No
I just
dynamic punch. No dynamic
Don't know how
punch.
to use it.
No, and before Levi goes full freaking monk and learns seismic toss.
Well, no, like
Okay.
I have horror stories about dynamic punch when playing Gen 1 Pokemon when that Hitmonchan hit you with that thing. Please, no.
Nope. Okay.
404 not found.
That's okay. There was an attempt.
Oh well.
I'll figure it out later. But
An attempt to
no. See, you know what? That's a story I'd rather wait for the others to be around for, because I'm pretty sure more people are going to wonder where I learned to even fight like that. Because I assure you, it wasn't recently.
Everyone has their own stories.
Indeed. And have you ever been in a combat situation where you can't use your moves?
Well, that's what we have.
Occasionally.
That's kind of why we have, well, struggling.
Not even that.
I mean, if you really need to learn how to throw a punch, I mean, I'm pretty sure Celine over there could teach you how, considering how hard they hit Zane.
The lair.
What? I'm being honest.
To a fault. To a fault.
He's still a little huffy. I'd leave him alone for a while.
Fine.
Yeah, like Levi just a small sweat drop and just like, nah, not gonna go with this one. But no. I'm pretty sure when we head to Malva at some point, we can talk to Monroe about him, because there are places around Cassia where there are fight clubs. The rules are to fight, but the fighting is not your moves, it's the capability. How well you can throw a punch or use your body to take on opponents.
Oh, you're referring to combat.
Exactly.
Truth be told, I've only ever had to use that in very select situations, so I'm not very good at it.
Most people aren't, and I still have room to improve too. But rest assured, when you get good at it, it makes a world of difference when you get in an actual fight.
Is that what...
He-
Come to think of it, isn't that what the Raikou used to hit you with?
It did. And I had little to no way to really stop him from doing that.
Considering you tried to catch an entire lightning bolt?
And considering I shortly after tried to catch an entire Thunderdog. It didn't go well.
No, I imagine it didn't.
And then
Duramir's not that aggressive usually.
Should've fooled
the
me.
just looks at Glacy. Like, are you sure?
Really?
Yeah. When he's not, being screwed with, he's actually quite nice.
If you insist. Though he did seem pretty regretful about what happened. Which I'm pretty sure I would beat as well, but...
Let's try again. Give me a moment. I'm going to try the macro a second time.
That one should be through Discord, so that should work. There we go.
Yep, there it goes.
Ding. Oh, breaker style. Wait a minute, that would make Caster Kiryu in this oh no.
To be fair,
make
Levi
up your
is
mind.
insane enough.
Say, make up your mind. Are you Kiryu or are you Mashima?
I didn't think about it till I got the tail.
I mean, breaking swipe is breaker style, so I guess it fits.
I mean,
Levi, we're confiscating the knife.
Is it
Confiscating the knife?
Go ahead, 8,000.
Isn't Majima the one that is referred to as a dragon?
Nope.
No, that's
That's
good.
yeah. That's Kiryu.
Yeah, Kiryu
Oh,
the dragon.
damn it.
Majin was referred to as the Mad Dog,
Oh, right.
which, yeah,
Accurate.
more accurate. Anyway,
You fought a
Um,
mad dog.
indeed.
No.
Incredibly angry dog.
But no. Oh, good.
I think we might be pretty close to where we can wrap it up.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the scenes.
All the
see.
scenes. The many, many,
did?
many scenes.
Have you ever seen such a thing?
When will Padrock get to make out with? Why did my brain fail me on her name at that inopportune moment? God fucking damn it!
Whoops. Although,
It's almost midnight. My brain is.
fair.
You,
I mean-
you can never say Leela at the right time.
La li lu, la, la.
I think some people are questioning when Apollo is going to be able to make up with Araceli. But yeah.
There is one question I have.
Mhm.
In character, sorry. Hey, does anyone know what city may have a music shop?
Well, there is Lilac Town up north. You've been there before, right?
It's been a while, but yes. I need to get a new saxophone.
What even is a saxophone?
It is an instrument. It is a tool that is made of metal. Levi pauses a moment in thought before just pulling out his notepad, setting it on the table, and proceeding to sketch. Given about give him about 2 minutes, and he stops, and it's like, it looks roughly like this, ish.
What? It's
Close enough.
I've never seen one of these before, but then again, it's no surprise.
Then again, you also never have seen a piano before, and they are everywhere. You also don't like pianos.
I don't like pianos because it scared me the first time I even got close to one.
Well, I have a feeling the saxophone will probably spook you as well, only you can't accidentally play a saxophone.
Well, that's different.
Oh dear. You'll hate being around me and Caster.
What do you mean?
Because we like to play all the time.
Well, I mean...
Wait,
The Sableye was playing, and I didn't feel nervous as long as I, stood a certain distance away. It's
Sableye.
sensitive on my ears, after all.
about that. He won't get into the reason, but he just is kind of trying to figure out the best way to ask. Could you possibly... No. I know what I need to do. I just gotta swallow my pride and do it. I want to learn how to play piano.
It took me a long time to learn. So, I'm not sure how well I can teach you. Especially considering she just wiggles her paw digits.
Right?
Wait, you said Castor knows how to play a piano?
Of course he does.
Yep, he does.
Curiouser and curiouser.
But
If I recall right, so does Reuven, but no, I just gotta either figure it out for myself or just swallow my pride and,
I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be able to learn from Reuven because he uses extra digits.
so do I.
What could you have possibly been using?
You saw what I was using.
Could you refresh my memory?
Wait, are we talking to Glacy or?
Glacy.
Okay.
Oh,
Her tail diamond just kind of glows, and a set of fingers appear in front of her.
oh, yeah.
Remember?
Those.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Incredibly cheating. This bitch has thumbs. Get her.
She has opposable thumbs. How dare you?
I forgot about that.
So did I. Maybe it's because I put it as far back in the part of my brain so I wouldn't remember it, but at the same time, I don't remember why.
It just kind of spurts and they cast away in sparkles.
Now you're just showing off.
Sometimes.
At any rate, it is getting about to that hour, and I'm starting to notice some houses turn off the lights.
Yeah.
I'm going to focus on writing. I have a bit of inspiration, and I want to do right. I want to do right by somebody when I'm writing this.
Well, hopefully whatever I did helps you have enough energy to do so.
Oh, definitely. I'm probably not going to go to sleep for a while.
I'll remember that from now on.
Be careful, Leah. You might have to deal with a certain Mightyena.
What do you mean?
Which one?
Either of them.
His eyes just...
Are you saying Lucas would get jealous?
No, but if you don't sleep soon, well, he or Linsilla might decide to make you.
They have a way of making sure the people at the guild go to bed at a decent hour.
I remember the last time, Levi, when I came to check on you. I did not get to do so because Lucas had beat me to it. And I saw what he did.
He just kind of smirked about that.
I did not want to get in the middle of that, nor did I want to get caught.
Did you get caught, or no?
No, I walked back in. Though, Z may have noticed it.
He's mostly harmless. As long as you're doing the right thing.
Either way, you guys should probably sleep yourselves, or at least get back to your rooms.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
I'm going to head to the water and just right there. Or at least, actually, better idea. Fire. Yeah, that's a good
Try not
spot.
to get the pages burned. Or wet.
I won't. It's just a nice spot. Good night, Olivia.
Good night.
And with that, I think we can probably call it a night.
All right.
Anything anyone else wants to do?
Sleep.
Sleep.
Slept.
Yeah, both Apollo and Castor are already in the bed. Yeah, sleep.
Well, that's the session then.
Wee. Z be hi, bye.
So,
Checking in.
what did you guys think about that, Artemis?
I feel like it went pretty well. There were a lot of we got a lot of downtime in. Feels good.
Yeah, it was either that or cram an entire other mission in, and I didn't really want to do that.
Oh my
Good call.
god, I would die. I would sleep.
Healing averages. Oh, you actually went through and did all of that.
Oh, I fiddled with. I looked at the math in the background.
Yeah, he made an entire Google Doc for it.
Huh, neat. But, Bryce, what you think of it?
I had fun. And while there were some technical difficulties on the side here and there,
Satan possessed keyboard.
the possessed keyboard, I don't even know. I'm sorry, 8000, but I have no idea what to do with that situation.
Literally everything that came up in the searches did nothing to help.
Yes.
Even when it was the exact problem I had, and the exact things were happening with the keys that I was typing.
Same. Like, I straight up tried to look it up my best, but it's like, nah, nothing.
Did I hear Did I hear Portia being a whiny bitch in the background?
Yeah, I heard it too.
Otherwise, I'm glad I finally got a chance to evolve. I was looking forward to it the session prior, but too much already happened in the Plains, and I'm like, it's too late for this. We should probably hold off.
Speaking of which,
Yes, a bit.
the stream icon.
Mm-hmm.
Next session.
Well,
Unless Glacy wants to do it now.
No, I mean when they get a chance, just boop, big stat.
what?
The talking
stream-
sprite.
The talking sprite.
Oh,
for the
yeah,
stream.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll actually do that real quick. Because I can
Oh, well,
just
but yeah,
grab that image real quick.
I am
This entire time I thought you had already done it.
I am happy for the little changes I did to Levi, not to mention it's like that's I get to basically be the same typing as a freaking legendary. I'm happy with this.
The legendary Levi.
It's just like I put so much time trying to figure out what's a good typing for that, and I finally get to show it to people, which also means I can finally get other people to draw Levi as a Raikou.
To be fair, I already knew the secondary typing well in advance, but I wasn't.
You
I
did.
Didn't actually know what he would look like.
Good. Which, may I just say, I'm still very much so appreciative of the artist and the style that they draw Cheese in. But I'm getting on a tangent. I'm glad for the chance to talk about a bit more background lore, as well as a little bit of silliness here and there. But
Yeah.
from the fight to the downtime and just getting a chance to interact with people and open up a bit more about my character to Olivia, it was nice.
And he got to do a thing.
Do the thing. And also, if everyone wants to look at the stream, Bryce's icon has now changed.
Yep.
Look at this devilish bastard.
I mean, devil is interesting
Hold
way of
on.
putting it.
Screen is still catching up to me, even though it's on low latency.
I mean, he says in devil, and I'm just like, interesting turn of phrase.
Oh, is nothing being shown on the stream yet?
No, talking about the icon, my
Yeah, the
talking icon.
The thing that lights up.
Oh,
Yeah,
Even
that.
the cat even said, "Oh, I heard that."
But yeah, so, Arsa,
Portia.
what you think?
This was a tough one for me to actually play out for Aluvi, simply because I didn't know how he would honestly react to being actually able to heal wounds without using the methodology that is more common. So I just kind of off the top of my head just said, okay, what am I feeling now when I talk this out? And the first thing that came to mind was tears of joy. Because sometimes I get a little passionate when I start speaking like that, and Yeah, IRL, I did the same exact thing. Without actually realizing I was doing it. I wasn't doing it intentionally.
I think. So, straight. What do you think?
On the whole, I'm not terribly disappointed with how this one turned out. The fighting was okay. I liked how Apollo managed to get the last word in on Raikou before taking him down. And then that moment between him and Aracella was absolute fucking magic. I am so well that turned out the way it did. Yeah, I'm happy with this session.
Yeah, I wanted to make little scenes for everyone that I could. And Aracella was kind of one that I wrote out took a while to write out.
It turned out really well. I mean, you are... I swear, every time you run one of these sessions and you have the time to actually take into account some of the feedback that you're getting better and better with every passing week. This is actually kind of cool to watch.
Thanks. So, 8,000. What do you think?
I'm not going to comment today.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, moving on to pictures. Yes, we got pictures.
We don't got very many today.
Yeah, not too many. But we got some. So, first one is a drawing by Jackpot.
I mean, one of them was
Got the
spoiled,
extra
and I didn't.
floof there.
Called
Yeah, one of them was spoiled, and I didn't actually look at it until today for today's session. So I'm wondering what that's about.
The next one is another model image by Flaros. Everyone doing JoJo poses.
So good.
I was just like, yeah, that's fitting. Also, deer antler fluff.
So,
Yep.
Flaros' comment on that Levi is Jotaro, Apollo is Jonathan, Castor is Joseph, Alubi is Giorno, and Padrock is Josuke.
I have no idea how accurate all that is.
I have no idea either because I've never seen JoJo.
Honestly, I've never watched it either, but that's definitely a pose that Luffy would make. Just that little proud pose, like, look at what I did. I did a thing.
And then people decided to praise Flaros, and he's like, no praise. Only
No
look.
praise, only look.
All praise.
So the next one is one by Ninja Blade. I got spoiled.
Skipping board, Patrick X Leela.
Look at our no praise. Only look.
Patrick X Leela, most likely to happen. Apollo X Aracella, they're cute together. Aluvi X Rock, useful against birds.
In regards to the Apollo X Aracella, there. Asterisk.
In regards to Levi X Caster, Glacy, you already said Ninja drew this, right? Gee. Hey, Caster, I wonder what a drowned frog looks like. You care to find out with me?
What?
Ninja
Look at-
Blade is a
I'm
Greninja.
concerned.
Look at the stream and look at
It's past midnight. My brain is.
Literally just
the yeah.
Like,
set
sorry.
aside,
So
set aside
smooth.
your differences just to drown a frog.
His brain is so smooth right now, you could see your reflection in it.
No,
That is a statement.
that is rude.
That's all with the images today.
Glacy, check DMs.
Oh yeah, I forgot this image. Let me just open it again and open you up.
Might as well show this one.
Yeah.
Because it's a slightly
I mean-
different version, but
I showed a fast image on screen, so might as well. find it. There we go, and so the picture of Levi and his evolution. In
Nice.
all the glorious detail.
But yeah,
You
like
see this.
The man is 60% tail.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, that's Raikou in a nutshell for you.
To be fair, it's like wanted to have a bigger tail because dragon.
Breaking spike.
Wanted to make sure that I almost went with like putting spikes on the tail, but I'm like, no, that's too much.
Yeah, that's a little much.
Oh,
So I went with horns instead for the head. Following that was still trying to find other ideas for like making the design much better, and I'm like, so I went to another dragon friend that I know, and he said claws. So we have claws.
So many breakable parts.
I mean, what honestly,
Monster Hunter intensifies.
Hello.
I mean, personally, what got me was just the snap of the fingers. Like he's just like,
And also, I didn't get to touch on it, but the green isn't only on his body; it's also
It's on his
in
nose.
his electricity.
it's in his nose.
nice.
He's going ghost, I understand.
Like he's got green on his nose. He got green on his. Oh god, it reminded me of another character that I know of from my Saturday campaign. There was a character that was basically a Tanuki, well, raccoon and dog hybrid,
Oh, well.
and
Tanuki.
he had green nose. Well,
Oh, well-
he wasn't necessarily a Tanuki though. It's like he was literally a hybrid between the two, a mutt. But
Nice.
yeah, he had a
That's
green
called
nose.
a coward's Tanuki.
Howard's Tanuki. I better tell him that when I see him again. God damn.
I had a mental image looking at that picture of Levi. Of Kadra just walking up. Oh, hey! A new little brother. Picks him up and walks off.
Oh, here's Nightfire jumping in on that conversation. I know you heard exactly what I said.
I can see Kua doing that actually. It's like
Yeah.
help.
So today, Prima isn't streaming, but we'll be raiding Gigabyte Dragon. She is doing a PC building simulator stream. She's chilling out, and so we'll go raid her. And as for next week, we will be having another session, 22, and we'll see how things go from there. So I hope you guys
Yep.
enjoyed, and I hope to see you next week, and we'll see you later. Have fun with the Giga. Later.
Yeah, goose.
We did it.
And raid.